few years ago, I felt stuck, like I'd lost the part of me that loved life, and I didn't even notice it slipping away. I didn't set out to change my life. I just wanted to escape the routine and find a little peace. It took slowing down to realise just how far I'd drifted from who I really was. As a kid, I was always outside, running through woods, climbing trees, collecting stones that felt like treasure. I remember being completely lost in nature. Everything outside felt like an adventure waiting to happen. The world was this giant playground and nature was a friend. But as I grew up, life got louder. School, expectations, work, stress. And slowly the magic faded. Somewhere in all that noise, I lost who I was. I don't think I even noticed it happening at first. I was doing all the right things, career, routine, I guess ticking boxes. But I felt numb, like the world had lost its colour. And I couldn't quite remember why I used to love it so much. I stopped exploring, I stopped noticing. I forgot how to be excited just to be outside. And I think I lost a piece of myself along the way. Then I stumbled into van life. Not full-time, not quitting everything, just a weekend escape at first. A way to make more of those weekends, but it became something deeper. The simplicity, the stillness, the freedom to just go, it reawakened something, that curiosity I used to have. It gave me back something I hadn't felt in years, that wonder, that excitement about what's just around the corner or over the next hill. Van life didn't give me all the answers, but it gave me space. It gave me time to think, time to breathe, time to get to know myself again without the noise. No deadlines, no pressure, just us, the van, and the road. It reminded me what freedom actually feels like, the freedom to be more of who I really am. I remembered that I'm not just someone who works, I'm someone who loves silence, who loves nature, someone who finds peace in the wild or feels most alive when chasing that next view or getting lost on the trail. Being out in nature again, really in it, that's what lit the spark. Walking through literal clouds in the mountains, hearing that dawn chorus, wading into freezing water just to feel alive. It's funny, we spend so much of our lives rushing, but in the van, when the rain's tapping on the roof or the kettle's whistling, everything slows down. And in that slowness, I started asking better questions. What actually makes me happy? What kind of life do I want to build? And who am I when no one else is watching? I'll continue to still work a normal job Monday to Friday, but the difference comes from using that free time differently. This has made the space between adventures more exciting, because now I'm not just living for work. Instead of wasting weekends, I spend them out in the world. In between trips, I plan the next one, looking forward to what might be around that next corner. It's made my life feel fuller without having to change the big things. Each trip becomes a mini adventure. And even when I'm not out there, I'm dreaming about where I'll go next. That excitement, that childlike wonder, it's back. I've seen more of the UK in this past year than I had in my whole life before this, places I never knew existed. I've stood on quiet cliff tops with nothing but breeze for company. I've watched fog roll through valleys like I had somewhere to be. I've swum in places I would have previously walked past. And I've hiked in the rain and loved every minute of it. There's so much out there just waiting to be discovered. And the best part, it's made me care less about what others think. I'm not chasing someone else's idea of success anymore. I'm chasing stillness, that spark of joy I thought I'd lost. I'm happy to be me, the true version of me, the version who gets covered in mud and wakes up at 5 AM for sunrise, the one who doesn't have it all together and doesn't need to. And I guess that's why I'm making this video, to share something a bit more real and to be honest. Maybe you felt it too, that feeling that something's missing. If you've ever felt a bit disconnected or like you're stuck on autopilot, maybe this is your sign to try something new, to slow down and remember who you were before life got so busy. Because I know I'm not the only one who's felt like they've lost touch with themselves. You don't need to quit your job, you don't need to buy a van. Maybe you just need a reminder that the world's still out there. Maybe, just maybe, you need to chase that feeling you had when you were a kid. That sense of wonder, to breathe, to wander. Because nature has a way of giving us back to ourselves. And for me, it's where I finally started to feel free again. Have you ever felt like you lost yourself in adulthood? Let me know in the comments what helped you find your way back.